Hello everybody, and welcome to Doki Literature Club Plus. As you can see, this is not a typical web browser. This is on my Xbox. As you can tell, I'm streaming on Twitch, and I don't actually know how to stream on Twitch on the computer. And it's not now, and there's no point. I don't have anything I can really stream. Point is, yeah, I'm playing this on Xbox, and apparently, because of the fact that you can't actually access quote-unquote game files on on an Xbox, they basically have a file directory, so they kind of give you like this whole web browser setup in the game. I don't know if it would do this on the PC version, but on the console version, they have this kind of like fake browser, which is really cool. And so, of course, as you all know, I have already played the main game of this on my channel. I've played the original version, but we are not going to be playing this brand new version, which has a lot more content. Let's just get right into this. Oh man, that music is actually really fun to listen to, I'm not even gonna lie. Alright, let's just get this. Enter your name. I almost very stupidly put in my actual name. There we go. Let's get to this. See how much different this is from the original game. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, they're off running away, just sigh and I'd crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Left again. When I caught you. Maybe. Decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking of ignoring me. That's mean. Well, if people stare for a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Clint, have you joined yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really joining any clubs. Looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join here. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in conversations where I just go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much when I'm perfectly content while spending on games and anime. Uh-huh. How worried that you... Talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn lies or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important. I know you're... But I'd die at the thought of you being in a few years because you're not in the real world. You try... Don't make me keep working. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes me happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try out? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? I even let myself relent to it. Her worry if you want to ease her mind a little bit. Even if she does exactly everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at them for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. She wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize there's only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the room, but I saw you just sitting spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make your own club. I might need some encouragement, so I thought... Know what? Well, join the my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I'm aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That interest in literature is guaranteed even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is that much of an airhead or if she's so planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Worth it! I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Always says nice about you. Seriously, you brought a way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Clint, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of... What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she says that quietly into my ear, then toward the other girls. And this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with Sayori or Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika. Oh, no, hold on. Did the wrong voice there. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Clint. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Her smile at me so gentle. You too, Monika. Come sit down, Clint. We made room so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. But how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been one that there is one space next to me and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk to the corner of the room, where Natsuki gray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil on white, fluffy little cat. The whiskers are drawn with ice and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and I was already managed to get icing, like her mouth was full. I take around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Take a bite? Quietly bite down. The ice and full of flavor. She made it herself. It's really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like I... this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. That's new, because usually that's just like a one string of words. There was never there. Ooh. Already there's a noticeable change in the original game. Eh? I thought technically Sayori said, well, me, but not for you, dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying it. She carefully places it of each of us before setting down the tea to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this class? Don't worry. Teachers gave us permission. Doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy the book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't yet, and Sayori's happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home. As president of the club, it's my duty to make the club exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. You decided to start your own club. You'll probably be a board member for any of them. When you were the debate club last year, well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. If you're arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events, I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get that dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Many people are very interested in all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't chin, like literature. Work hard to convince people that you're both and worthwhile. But events, like the festival, are much more important. That we can all really grow this club and graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. All interested in the same. Monica must have really worked just to find these three. That's why they were all so delighted by the Ember joining. I don't really know if I can keep up with their level about literature. So Clint, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. To myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite things are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri is clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes that she finds comfort in the world of books. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to complete loop? I've been reading horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this, Yuri might as well be having a conversation. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. For a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, over to me for a split. Never mind. That's right. You like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Wait, what? What gives you that idea? You had the piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Huh? Well, yeah, I guess sometimes. What do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just the truest form of writing to oneself. Be willing to open up to your reader your vulnerabilities and the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more feel hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help more comfortable around you and strengthen the bond of the club. Right, Clint? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original of me joining the club, I blunt with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I'd never made any decision. Yeah, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stared with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear head like this? Writing poems is the price I need to spend every day with beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica once more. I look forward to express yourself. Hehe. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit. Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Clint, since we're already gonna walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed at the school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? I'll have the chance to grow close to girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that's writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So how... Oh, okay, so you can kind of see it highlighted. It's really faint, though. God. And I don't know how you're supposed to, like, click on... Oh, okay, so if you hit the pause button, it takes you down to these things. Okay. And if you... So it's technically the pause button, like, for the actual game itself, but it's not like you need to pause because it's a visual novel. So instead of actually, quote-unquote, pausing the game, it just gives you the history, save, load settings options. It's kind of nice, actually. So I'm going to write this poem really quick and then I'll end the video. Let's go... See, what would I write a poem about if I was going to write a poem? Broken. Let's see... Together. I mean, I'm honestly also just trying to pick stuff for Sayori, because that's what I did in the original game. That's why I just tried to pick stuff for Sayori, and then when, not to spoil anything, but when the event happens, I then switch over to... I can't remember if I switched to Yuri or Natsuki in the last one. I think I switched over to Yuri. This one I might switch over to Natsuki first. But it's going to force me to switch, so... let's see... Hopeless. Friends. Promise? Okay. Defeat. Okay. Cry. Alright. Infallible? Nope, that was Yuri. Damn. Clumsy. Yep. Question? No, that was Yuri. Oh, I got an achievement off of the thing. Spend enough time during the poetry minigame for the music to loop. Oh, okay. Interesting. Misfortune. Tears. Family. Yep. Spitting. Nope, that was Netsuki. Okay. Oh, Grief. Childhood. Party? Okay. Anxiety. Nope, that was Yuri. And then how about Laugh? Okay. And last one. What about Charm? Okay, that's also that. Sayori. Okay. So now, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and save the game here. And then this is where we're going to leave it. Oh, that's actually should autosave. Okay. I didn't even notice that. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, no, this is actually apparently an autosave, which is really nice. Yep. Okay. So you have to hit B and then you just hit return. But yeah, so let me show you this too. Okay, exit the DLC and return to desktop. Well, what desktop? Of course, the one that's built into the game. Which again, really cool touch. Because again, like this game does require a lot of file manipulation, and since you can't typically do that on a console, they're like, hey, here's a desktop. We just built the desktop into the game for you in case you're on console. Which again, really nice of them, really cool. Well, there are notifications on the music and pictures, which is interesting. Huh. I'm not going to play any of these because of the fact that I don't want to get copyright strikes. Or I guess not strikes, but claims. Also, pictures? Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, because these are wallpapers. Oh. And you also have poems for pictures, the character graphics, secrets, backgrounds. Ooh. Sketches, promo. Don't know how you promo images, but okay. But that's really cool, though. I'm going to try to change the wallpaper because that's honestly kind of lame. Let's go with this one. Maybe. No, wait, let's go. We also have this one here. I don't want to do a single girl because I actually like them all. So I want one with all of them. I don't know if I want to go with this one or if I want to go with this one. This one's a little more like cutesy. And, you know, it's nice, but it's really just a pink background. And it's just like the little itty bitty. This one you have like the full image of all the girls. Like, they're more like their actual sizes, basically. But the way their skirts are kind of billowing up is a bit suggestive. And I don't know if that's going to be okay for YouTube. But although, to be fair, this whole game is kind of like that anyway, so. That's good, doesn't matter. Yes, it has the wallpaper. There we go. Alright. Yes, it's like, again, you can just go into the files right here if you really want to. I assume that reset.sh thing is probably for like literally resetting the game. I'm not sure. Also a thing here called side stories. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well anyway. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this game. Well, not this game. This video, anyway. This is the first of many parts for this game, I'm sure. There's probably going to be way more parts to this one than the original game, because again, there is more content here. So how much more of this there is going to be compared to the original game, but we'll find out when we get there. For right now, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Leave a comment with any kind of feedback, or is anything you want to comment. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell to be notified when I upload a new video. And until I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then.